morning, Jackson staff and students. It is a fantastic Friday today as we follow our Tiger Truths of be respectful, be responsible, and be safe. I have Mr. Joshua Ortiz here from Mrs. Vasquez's 5th grade class to say the Pledge of Allegiance. Come on up, Josh. How are you?
Good.
It's excellent to see you, and you have red on too today?
Yep.
Do you know why we're wearing red?
Because today is the Red Ribbon Day.
That is exactly right. It is red ribbon. Say no to what?
No drugs.
No drugs. That's exactly right. Okay, we're going to say the Pledge of Allegiance. Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay, please rise, and we're going to place our right hand on our heart. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Excellent job. Thank you so very much. Have a great day. Okay, there is so much information, teachers and children. And this next message is a teacher message. Come on up, Mrs. Dunmore. Yay!
Yay!
You have red on too.
I do.
Head to toe.
Head to toe. Head
That's
to
excellent.
toe. That's what we're supposed to be doing.
That's right.
All right. So, students and teachers, we have this will be in your mailboxes. This needs to go home today. On Thursday, November 1st, is our annual soup supper, and we've had it for I don't even know how many annuals it is.
Maybe 8.
At least. Anyway, you take this home, you talk about with your parents. It's free. Many of you know about it. We have soup, we have a meal, we have some kind of a reading activity, and we have our ever popular cakewalk. And all of those things are going to be done with a little twist this year. We're going to have an international flair with that. So these need to come back. The bottom part needs to come back by Tuesday of next week. And it's really important because otherwise we don't know how much soup to make.
So did you say soups from around the world?
Soups from around the world. We have, we're going to at least have potato soup and some kind of a tomato soup. And then the desserts are from around the world. And we are going to have some entertainment as well.
Oh, I cannot wait. I'm going to tell.
You tell, because
Okay.
you know more about that than I do.
Okay, so we have authentic Mexican dancers coming. They are amazing. It is the dance troupe. If any of you came to our EL night a couple years ago, it is the dance troupe from Beloit, Wisconsin, and they are all students and kids, and they dance fabulous. I mean,
I'm excited.
they're so much fun to watch, and they dress in authentic wear and do beautiful Mexican dances.
All right. So this is going to be in your mailboxes. Take it home tonight. Bring it back on Monday right away. Then it's done. You don't have to think about it anymore.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, so I have many more announcements as well. Excuse me. Today throughout our building, we have a gentleman named Mr. Adam, and well, his first name is Adam. I don't remember his last name, but his name is Adam, and he will be coming around with Mrs. Feeney or I, and he will be going into classrooms just observing the great things happening here at Jackson. He works for Discovery Education and here to help grow Mrs. Feeney and myself in our skills. The next thing we have happening this afternoon, and I'm sorry for the short notice, teachers, but I received a phone call from Janesville Mobilizing for Change, and they would like to come at 1:30 today. They're bringing a slew of volunteers and post-hole diggers as well as shovels, and they will be making holes. They are bringing 300 red tulip bulbs for Jackson School. Excuse me, I have a tickle in my throat. 300 red tulip bulbs, and those will be planted here at Jackson in our front yard area. I will be coming out and calling classes by grade level, and all students are going to have to do is drop their tulip bulb in the hole and cover it with dirt. So it won't take super long, but I will call grade levels out at a time, and we will begin the planting approximately around 1:30 today. I also want to share some very exciting news that the Janesville Velo Club, as well as Michael's Cycles, as well as SSM Health Dean will be coming to Jackson today between around 1 o'clock, and they are going to be delivering 28 new bicycles, or newly furnished, refurbished bicycles. And they have been working on that. The Janesville Velo Club and Paul Murphy specifically received a $750 grant. And with that, they have repaired and fixed up and purchased some bicycles for Jackson School students. So you will be learning how to ride bikes with Mr. Duvall this year. It's very exciting. So those are being delivered around 1 o'clock, tulips, bulbs about 1:30. And then I also want to share that staff Monday is our Bags of Hope Soup fundraiser. Bags of Hope is a large fundraiser for the school district of Janesville, and we provide groceries for families up to 2 weeks before Christmas. There are families across all schools in the district. Some of our families will be from Jackson as well. Moms and dads will get phone calls about that. But on Monday, we will be having our annual fundraiser, which is a soup supper. IIC sponsors this meal and all of the pieces, but we love to have our Jackson staff participate. Lunch is $5, and there will be a little bag in there that you can put your money in. I think that's about it. We have popcorn day today, so this whole building is going to smell yummy, and Mrs. Everhart is here. Come on up, Mrs. Everhart.
Well, good morning.
Good morning, and you look all cute in red too.
I am red from, well, I tried to get my red shoes, but I couldn't find them, so it's okay.
Hey, I
It
know what
is.
that's like.
It's okay. I'm comfy, and it's red day today. So
Mhm.
I have a few announcements. I first wanted to go over our attendance percentages because this year is going to be extremely close with all of the grade levels because
I love it.
they have been here at school.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
So we're wanting to increase attendance for the whole school,
Mhm.
right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so do you know what our percentage was last year for the whole school?
I don't know off the top of my head.
Okay, well, maybe we can try to beat that, and
Our-
that means everybody coming to school all the time.
Our goal is that we want you guys here, or the whole school, at least 95% of the time.
I think 95 is awesome.
At least 95% of the time. That means that you are here, and it kind of comes down to you get to miss maybe 3 days of school,
Yeah.
4 days maybe, but we want to see your smiling faces, and we want your brains to grow. And so, since you guys have been here, your guys' attendance percentages have been fantastic. So, and I can figure that out for next week on Tuesday, and we'll figure out what our percentage is for the school up until next Tuesday. How's that sound?
That sounds fabulous.
Perfect. So, in 6th place right now is kindergarten with 92.84%. In 5th place is 2nd grade with 94.34%. 2nd grade, you are almost at that 95% spot. In 4th place is 3rd grade with 95.14%. And 3rd place is 4th grade with 95.18%. And 2nd place right now is 1st grade with 96.40%.
amazing.
It is. It's so good. And in 1st place this week again is 5th grade with
Woohoo!
97.07%. And that is probably one of the highest percentages that I have seen
ever
so far.
seen. That is rocking at 5th grade.
Absolutely. So remember, at the end of the trimester, which I believe is November, the grade level that has the highest percentage will get a pizza party on me. But we will find out what the school's attendance percentage is for next Tuesday when we add it up.
That's great.
So the other thing that I wanted to go over was our PBIS prize winners. Now, teachers, please give me a few minutes to put all the prizes up in the office. It was a little busy this morning. But when your teacher says it's okay, you can come on down and grab your prize. And remember, this is from the Tiger tickets in your guys' buckets. So make sure you are following all of your Tiger truths so you can get as many Tiger tickets as possible. So from Mrs. Balch's room, we have Allison Correa-Mora. From Mrs. Shar's class, Jordan Hammond. From Mrs. Shear's class, Abriel Macias. From Mrs. Ransom's class, Kiara Kitzman. From Mrs. Masterson's class, Elijah Huey. From Miss Ernest's class, Layla Rios. From Mrs. Menting's class, Christopher Stevens. From Miss Peterson's class, Sarah Beth Tucker. From Mrs. Sweeney's class, Skylar Pelton. From Mrs. Moyle or Mrs. Crandall's class, Nairobi Lopez Aguilera. From Mrs. Jansen's class, Derek Foster. From Mrs. Freeman's class, Vanessa Crone. From Mrs. Dunmore's class, Julian Sierra. And from Miss Smith's class, Soraya Madding. From Mrs. Gilligan's class, Luz Ramos. From Mrs. Vasquez's class, Ari Morales. And from Mr. Reese's class, Miley Steffen. So congratulations to all of the weekly prize winners. But remember, just because you were not picked this week doesn't mean that you were not following your Tiger Truths. And I love seeing all of those buckets filled
I
with
love it too.
the tickets. So you guys are doing great. And we'll get you that percentage for on Tuesday for the whole school.
That sounds wonderful.
Great. Thank you guys.
Okay.
Thank
Are
you.
you going to help us plant? Will you be out to help us plant
Absolutely.
today? Okay.
Absolutely. I will do
I
that.
can't wait till spring when those flowers bloom.
It's going to be
It'd be
pretty.
beautiful.
It will be beautiful.
Okay, so remember today at 1:30 or so, I will begin calling down grade levels of classes to help us with planting our spring bulbs. Okay, let's make it a fantastic Friday today, and don't forget to be awesome.